stupid show, The View, is so bad now that the other day I was watching it and thinking to myself, you know what? They really need to bring Rosie O'Donnell back. That show is bad. Those people are bad. I know every one of them, and they are bad news, I want to tell you. And it doesn't do very well either. I always like to say, you know, ratings are very important. When they don't do well, it doesn't do very well.
I've never shaken that man's hand. I've never given him a kiss. I've never watched his show. I've never bought any of his crappy products, and I never voted for him.
Here they go again. This video is brought to you by Home Title Lock, brought to you by Home Title Lock. See, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I was a police officer, right? And it used to break my freaking heart when people would get scammed online. And I knew, they didn't know, we were probably going to be able to do nothing for them. They were completely screwed. And I could see the dread and the pain in their eyes, and I knew they were going to be hopeless in a situation where they came to us for some help. Now, just imagine this real quick, that you're an unsuspecting homeowner, and one day you wake up, and you look in the mail and you realize your home is up for foreclosure, and you see a letter from a lender that you've never heard of before, taking a loan out that you never took out. And then you find out somebody transferred your home title into their name and then ran off with your equity. Who are you gonna call? Law enforcement ain't gonna be able to help you like that. And you can't even go down to the county recorder's office and say that it wasn't me. They're gonna turn around and tell you this is a civil litigation issue. You're gonna have to hire an attorney. Now, we all know right now, money is funny and change is strange. How you gonna afford an attorney? And if months have gone by and this is your first time identifying this problem, you're gonna be in a world of hurt. You've been swindled, you've been scammed, your equity has gone out of your house, it's been stolen, and then your home is on the line. This could take thousands of dollars to fix and over years of an investigation and working with bureaucracy to try to figure this out. When you could have been monitoring or restoring your service with Home Title Lock. And if you're not a homeowner, it's not just for homeowners. If you're not a homeowner, I know you have somebody in mind that you can think about. I think about my grandma. My grandfather just passed away, and she's by herself, and she's vulnerable. He was the protector. He was the one that looked through the mail and make sure everything was good, and now she's by herself, and it's up to me to take the step to make sure she's good. And I'm going to make sure that my grandma's title is locked. I want to make sure she's not compromised so nobody can scam her. And I bet you every single person watching this that got a grandma or something would want to do the same if you don't own your own house. You can learn more by using the link in the description section for yourself or a loved one. Put in promo code Tatum. You'll get your first 30 days off the triple lock protection for free and a comprehensive title report. Therefore, you can make sure your title is not already compromised, all right? I think we can get it at this point. That's 30 days free and a title report for using promo code Tatum, and it's in the link below. Go to HometitleLock.com/TheOfficer Tatum and make sure your stuff is set up today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the View is just a lot of fodder for me. So I have to put it out there so y'all can laugh at them and cry and hate them and all kind of stuff. But it's entertaining nonetheless. Okay, so let's listen to it. I guess they had a problem with Donald Trump at the Al Smith banquet. I don't say banquet, fundraiser, charity event, charity dinner, I guess you can call it. And they had a problem with it. And then, of course, fake Catholics, what's her name? Sunny Host, a fake Catholic coming out with her 2 cents. All right, let's listen. Roll the clip.
So, we've been talking about this Alfred Smith dinner.
This dinner. It's more than just this dinner. It's huge for the Catholic Church. Great charity that helps children and all kind of stuff that they do. They try to bring the country together. It's not just some Alfred thing. It's because Kamala and Joe Biden wasn't there that they just go, it's just something. Come on, bro. If Donald Trump didn't show up to this thing, they'd be nagging and complaining about it.
Last night at the Catholic fundraiser that they were having. And, you know, it seems like one of Trump's biggest campaign's issue is this show. Watch this.
The stupid show, The View, is so bad now that the other day I was watching it and thinking to myself, you know what? They really need to bring Rosie O'Donnell back. That show is bad. Those people are bad. I know every one of them, and they are bad news, I want to tell you. And it doesn't do very well either. I always like to say, you know, ratings are very important. When they don't do well, it doesn't do very well.
Anyway, I think he's met
He's met all of us except Sonny.
Hell no.
In fact, she's the only.
He has
wait
never
a minute.
met me. No. I don't know what the hell you're reading, but I gotta tell you, I've lived 52 years. I've lived 44 years in this country. I have never shaken that man's hand. I've never given him a kiss. I've never watched his show. I've never bought any of his crappy
You
products.
never gave him a kiss? Where did that come from? We expect when you meet somebody, you kiss them? Look at that face, though. That is the perfect face for this woman's spirit. Her spirit came out right here. Devil.
I never voted for him.
No. But wait
I never voted for him.
a second. She's the only prosecutor he has never met.
Okay, that was worth it.
That's
Now
probably
that's
true.
more specific.
Although the interesting thing is, I have seen him and he has seen me, so we have met because I covered his trial. In
If he watches our show, he's seen all of us. Okay, also, I would just.
And he's still free. I covered his trial. He's free. What are y'all talking about? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you try to put him in jail so he don't win. Okay, I get it.
I'd like to note we are #1 in daytime over the last 4 years, so the ratings are fine. But this also cracked me up because after he came after you recently, he apparently came after me on a podcast and said he didn't know me, he never met me, despite that I worked for him. And then now he's saying he knows me, which gets back to my point. I think he's slowing down. I really think it. And he doesn't know he's never actually met these three.
You think he's failing a little bit?
Donald Trump just be saying stuff. That man ain't critiquing whether or not he really, he don't remember if he met you. He just say that. He met Whoopi. He met every woman on this panel. He met every woman on this panel except I want to call her the C word, but I won't do that because I'm a good Christian. The lady in the middle. He never met her, I think. So generally speaking, he's saying he met them all at some point. Oh, he forgot he met her. No, he just generally saying stuff. Donald Trump exaggerates a lot. We people with a brainstem understand what he's saying.
He's losing it. But you know what? Isn't it such an enjoyable thing to live rent-free in his head? Yeah. I mean, we live rent-free in this man's head.
It's a scary place.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I enjoy that he has admitted now at least 3 to 4 times that he watches the show. Well, thank you.
He don't watch your show. He watch what I say about your show. He watch clips from you idiots that are on the internet. That man ain't sitting down and watching your show. He's too busy saving the country.
Thank you, Donald. Hi.
I will tell you, the part I loved about yesterday was Kamala Harris at that rally in Wisconsin.
Show the clip.
Yeah, so we have a clip of Kamala disposing with hecklers at one of the rallies in Wisconsin yesterday.
They would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
It is so perfect. See, people are seeing the real Kamala now because
And she's going down in the polls. That's just that's crazy, bro. They cheering and say they see the real Kamala. And Catholics will vote for her. She literally skipped that whole event. The funny thing is she and Biden skipped the event. Biden didn't show up. The president of the United States didn't show up. Presidential candidate didn't show up. And Biden's supposed to be a Catholic. He ain't at a rally.
we both know her.
Secret Service is already there because Trump there. You know he can't get up and say, because Biden can't say anything when he get there. He can't get up there and say nothing because it'd be even worse.
We've spent private time with her. She's funny. She's witty. She's got the gift of spontaneous wit, and that is what you.
Well, remember last
saw.
week Donald Trump said in a California rally to a heckler, she should, quote, get the hell knocked out of her. So that's the difference between the candidates you're dealing with is.
Donald Trump didn't say, these people are so dang evil. I can't, I got to stop covering it. I'm stressing out. They make me so dang mad. He said show me a clip where he said she should get the hell knocked out of her. And he looking at a woman and he's saying a woman should get the hell knocked out of her. The crazy thing is, they also say in the same rally, he's fawning over this beautiful woman at the rally, distracting him in the rally. Make your mind up. He hate women or he love women. Somebody's heckling him. He says she should get the crap knocked out of her. I guarantee you there's a lot more context to that. But they know it is and they still say it. Let me go. I can't do too much of this video. I got one more clip to play, and then I'm off of this thing. I'm ready for the weekend. I can't do this with these broads. These women are so stupid. I mean, god dang, they just make women look terrible. Roll the clip.
Last night was the Al Smith dinner in New York, which is a Catholic church fundraising event that invites professional comedians and political heavyweights to show off their funny sides. So Trump, hilarious, was there in person, and Kamala Harris sent in a video that co-starred Molly Shannon. Watch this.
Maybe don't say anything negative about Catholics.
I would never do that, no matter where I was. That would be like criticizing Detroit in Detroit.
President Trump talked about migrants taking cats and eating them. You know, if you're keeping track at home, this is the second time grabbing a kitty has been part of a campaign issue.
Really a pleasure anywhere in New York without a subpoena for my appearance. Anytime I don't get a subpoena, I'm very happy. They've gone after me, Mr. Mayor. You're peanuts compared to what they've done to me. I didn't like Biden very much, and now I like him quite a bit. You know, and now I say that she's much worse than him. He was a much better candidate than her, actually. And when we hopefully win, dispose of her, I like her a lot, but right now I can't stand her. It's true. I can't stand her.
Oh. Hey, I got a good one. A felon, a liar, and a traitor walk into a Catholic event. That's the joke.
You talking about the bishop? Oh, not the Catholic. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Cardinal Dolan, for this wonderful moment. So is this Catholic Church event normalizing a guy who's already broken 11 of the 10 commandments? Yeah. What do you think?
Ma'am, you don't even know what the commandments are. Tell me the 11 that he broke. Okay, shut the front door.
I think so. You know, I hate to break with tradition, because this is a tradition, and it's a tradition to have both presidential candidates come to this particular dinner. But sometimes there's a time to break tradition. You can't have a felon, a liar, a serial cheater. You know, he had Melania next to him, his third wife, who he cheated with Stormy Daniels on while she was pregnant. I think he stands against.
Where's the proof that he cheated with Stormy Daniels? They're going to have to do a legal note. I don't know if it was verified to any degree that he cheated with Stormy Daniels. She said he did. He said he didn't. Isn't that libel? Aren't they promoting something that is not verifiably true, and they knew it wasn't verifiably true at the time they said it? That's defamation. Okay.
Everything, and flies in the face of everything that a Catholic believes.
No, you stupid B. Talk about Kamala Harris's husband, who slept with his nanny. Where y'all at? Clinton. Her husband was getting sloppy Joe in the White House. Hillary Clinton's husband cheating all the time. He cheated. He had sex with a woman at the White House, in the Oval Office. Kamala Harris' husband screwing the nanny. What are you saying? Joe Biden's son got prostitutes snorting coke off them and on video on a laptop. And you talking about Trump?
And holds dear. He is not a faithful man.
Well, the Haitians in particular, right?
No, bring up Kamala's husband. This is why nobody trusts y'all fools. You talking about Trump? Kamala's husband slept with the nanny. Y'all didn't show that joke that Trump did you? Okay, we know why. Y'all can't be trusted, bro.
I think was an egregious sin, because those are Catholics.
Yes.
See, I disagree.
Cardinal Dolan should know that.
I disagree that being the lead Republican candidate that was nominated by his party, whether I agree or not, they need to be there, because why tell people he's crazy, we benched him? Let him speak for himself. He did that. Like, let voters decide.
Yeah, but I don't think it looked crazy last night.
No, he sounded. Did you hear his jokes?
Those were highlights.
They're lame. His jokes are lame, but that was normal.
Yeah, but anyone that can. No, it was not. Anyone.
Jokes were hilarious. I saw y'all go watch the other video. His jokes were hilarious. I did a video about it. Hilarious, dude. It was hilarious. Kamala Harris's skit was lame. There was nothing funny about that. Like, was that comedy or what? Like, it was the corniest thing ever.
Who cannot laugh at themselves. That's what got us Donald Trump. President Obama made a joke at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and here we are. His niece said in the book that his dad taught him that laughter is weakness. I don't trust anyone who doesn't like animals, and I don't trust anyone who can't laugh at themselves.
Well, he said.
Oh, let's talk about nieces. Joe Biden's niece, in her diary that she wrote, that's public, that ended up becoming evidence in the case, and she proved that it was hers unequivocally, and the person who stole it actually went to jail over it. In her diary, she said that Joe Biden was sexually inappropriate with her, and that she had been inappropriately touched and molested by other people in their circle, in their family. And she said she used to take showers with Joe Biden, and she felt like it was inappropriate. What are y'all saying?
And
Let
last
him
night
out
he
there.
said, yesterday he actually had a part where he said, oh, and this is the part where I'm supposed to be self-deprecating about myself. I got nothing, because he can't be self-deprecating.
It was a joke.
But listen, this dinner raises funds for Catholic charities and some of the work that the church does with the most needy. I actually worked for Catholic charities when I was in high school. Sister Georgie Blazer sent me there. It was run by Sister Barbara Dawson in San Francisco. They help immigrants. And so to have Donald Trump sitting there, and we are pretending that he is some sort of like...
His wife is an immigrant. What are you saying?
Upstanding citizen. I find it rather offensive. I am glad Kamala Harris wasn't there. Oh, and by the way, Donald Trump mispronounced her name 11 freaking times.
He does it on purpose.
He did that it doesn't matter, because he's going to have to say Madame President.
I swear to God, when we win this election, I'm going to, oh my goodness, I'm going to live stream The View. And I want to see these crying themselves to sleep on that show. That's going to be the greatest moment of my life, watching them cry themselves to sleep on that show. I cannot wait for it to happen.
For the last few days, the Trump campaign's been out there being like, Kamala Harris is skipping this, Catholic event. Well, she was in the swing state of Wisconsin, and I would argue that's a better use of her time than showing up to a Catholic event, using a racist slur about President Obama, swearing throughout it, making crass jokes and insulting people. Like, we played some highlights. I watched it. A lot of it didn't land, and
it was awkward.
It was very awkward.
He probably paid the audience like he does at his rallies.
He doesn't have money left, Joy.
On the question over normalizing, I'm very conflicted, but I want to mention one thing. Yesterday, J.D. Vance pushed back on Donald Trump, essentially saying he would use the military against American citizens.
Right.
J.D. Vance said he wouldn't do that. I was in the Oval Office with General Mark Milley and Mark Esper when he literally proposed using the U.S. military against American citizens during the George Floyd protest.
Yes,
this is not an if, a but, a maybe.
Using the U.S. military, I'm done. I can't watch this anymore. I'm just going to make this point and I'm going to get off here. Because these people are the booty hole of America. The dirty booty hole. I ain't washed it in a month with diarrhea on it. That's what they are. These people are so stupid and just disingenuous. It's sickening to me. Donald Trump is going to use I was wondering what they say when they like, Donald Trump's going to use the military on citizens. I was like, what are they getting this from? What are they even referring to? She's saying that in George Floyd's riots, this is what she's talking about. They're killing people, burning cities down, and he's saying we should call in the National Guard to protect the people and protect the city from just completely getting burnt to the ground. What are you saying? They try to frame it as if he's saying, Democrats, go after the Democrats. He's talking about the riot, the riots where they burned buildings down and people were getting shot. They had a Chaz zone in Washington State. Is that what you're talking about? Of course they're going to bring in a National Guard to protect the people of the city. And they frame it like this. Nick, I can't do no more View videos. We can't do anymore. I just can't do this anymore. Like, these people are so goddamn frustrating to me. Like, I can't watch them just lie the way they do on that. They can criticize Trump. It's fair game. but then also have a fair criticism against Joe Biden. You say Trump is this deviant and he's nasty and he's a sexual deviant and he's evil and he cheated on his wife, and Kamala Harris's husband cheated on his wife with the nanny. Joe Biden's niece wrote a diary about how he's sexually inappropriate with her when she was a kid. Joe Biden's son is evading taxes and going to get indicted over firearms charges. The very same thing they lecture America about gun law, and this fool violating the gun. Joe Biden's son. Joe Biden's son slept with his dead brother's wife. Clinton's husband was getting sloppy in the White House. Only person they don't technically have nothing on is Barack Obama. But a man came out and said he was getting sloppy Joe from Obama in a limousine. Tim Walz, a person just came out and accused, two people came out and accused him of abusing them when they were kids.